morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Sending lots of love to all of you today. Um, so we're going to dive in with the fourth chakra, looking at the heart. I'm just going to give a couple minutes for people to join. I know that yesterday we had a little bit of an issue with the Wi-Fi or the internet not being totally stable or consistent, but it did record the whole time. So if you find that it gets a bit glitchy or is delayed, um, it's still recording. So even if you just want to wait a minute or two and then come back in and start watching the recording, you may just be a minute or so behind me if you don't want to stay live with me. But it should be fine. The video should be fine. So fingers crossed that today is going to be a little bit better. I think that the entire world is on the internet right now. It's an interesting day seeing how things unfold. Morning, Christy. Thanks for joining. Morning, Louise. Yes, hopefully no glitches today. Same here. I did a Zoom last night, and it was the same thing. It just was dropping in and out. Again, the recording was fine. It still recorded everything, but I think yesterday was a glitchy day. So fingers crossed that today it's all fine. Morning, Ritzia. So what I was saying is if it does feel like it's dropping a bit, Facebook is still recording it. So if you don't want to stay with the live, if you want to wait for a couple minutes and then watch the recording and just be a couple minutes behind me, feel free to do that. That might be a way around it, but I'll just continue on because if it's being recorded, then I'll just continue on with it so that the video is all good. Let's see. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Mel. Yes, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Have you guys lost track of the days? I think I have. So we'll give just a minute or two for people to join. If you want to get some water, get a blanket, get comfortable. Again, you're invited to lie down during these, but if you find you're falling asleep, if you're drifting off, then maybe sit up because it is good to have a conscious awareness of what we're working through. And the format's going to be, morning, Beta and Agnieszka. Thank you for joining. Lutina, Emily, thank you for being here. Great. I got a good group already. So the format's going to be similar to what it's been the last couple days. In a minute, we'll do some breathing, but I'm also going to introduce a little bit of toning, and this is a really simple, basic toning. So we'll do a minute or two of that just to get us into our hearts. And at any point during the kind of longer meditation, if you feel like you want to add in some of that toning as well, go for it. So what I'm going to talk you through today is, today's the heart day, so we're going to focus on it being in your heart. But this is something that you can use for any chakra, any organ, any part of your body or your life. And it is just very simply, it's vibration. It's using vibration to heal. So we'll do a little bit of that after the breathing. Yes, morning, Yanni and Max and Barbara. Sore throat, sore swallowing. Yeah, so you can include your heart in anything. Your throat in anything today too, Barbara. Definitely. Morning, Caroline. Morning, Jan. Cool. So today we are looking at radical heart opening. I was having a conversation about this the other day. She's talking about heart opening stuff, and I was like, if it's surface stuff, if it's like simple little self-care, whatever, I ain't interested. It's radical or nothing for heart opening stuff for me. I'm not playing around with this stuff anymore. So we're going to have a look at the things that create barriers and that stop us from having an open heart and do some healing around that. Morning, Jason. What I'll do to start with is I'm going to take you all through a little bit of breath and a bit of breathing. And then I'm going to get you to do some toning. So with the toning, I'm going to do it with you so you can hear what it sounds like. First of all, it does not have to be loud. And and I say toning, you know, because it is simply just making a tone with your body, making a tone with your voice, but focusing that tone in your heart. So it's all about the intention. So the intention we're going to set for this first bit, and you can add your own to this, but we can set the intention that it already starts the healing process and that it helps bring us into our heart, so that we're nice and centered. So as you do this, you know, your pitch or things may sound a little bit different than mine. Don't feel like you need to do the same note or the same, you know, anything like that. Um, but I want you to really bring yourself into your heart when you do it. And again, it can be nice and gentle, it can be nice and quiet. It's just creating a vibration there. Um, so I'll do it with you in a couple minutes after we finish the breathing. And we're just going to do it for a couple minutes so you can get a feel for it. So hopefully that will be okay. Allison, morning. Hope you don't fall asleep. Been awake since before 5 today. Yes, you've been awake for a while. Morning, Hillary. Yeah, no, all good. Stay sitting up. You'll be fine. Cool. Morning, Jessica. Right. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we'll do the breathing and then we'll do the toning together. So if you'll take in a couple nice deep breaths and close your eyes and bring yourself into your heart. And I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as your lungs bring in all the life force and vitality, I want you to see and feel your heart expand every time you breathe in and release every time you breathe out. So nice, deep, full body breaths, filling your lungs, filling your heart. And as you're breathing, I want you to feel this chakra expand. Feel it growing stronger. And that heart energy going through your whole body. So breathe in nice and deep. And as your heart expands, I want you to feel that heart energy expanding through your body. So that your heart chakra is connecting with your higher and your lower chakras. And feel your heartbeat within your body. Get a sense of the blood circulating through your body, carrying oxygen, carrying nutrients. And that heart energy supporting the rest of you. So allow yourself just to feel very present in the moment right now. In your body, in your space. If any part of you is feeling scattered, just come back to your heart, come back to your breathing. It's all you need to focus on right now. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I want you to go deep into your heart. Not that you're looking at it, but that you're in it. You're in your heart. You're in your heart chakra. You're in that center of your body. And just allow yourself to do some gentle toning. It's going to help you to be present and help us to go ahead and start the healing process. So we'll just do a minute of it. So just whenever you're ready, you can join me in some toning. You can keep your hand on your heart and just continue to tone. Feel your heart warming up and that energy expanding. Feel that energy starting to shift through your breath and through the tone. Whichever way feels good for you, just a few more. Deepen your own heart. Take a few more nice, deep, full body breaths. If you want to do a few more rounds of the tone, then do that. Otherwise, just bring yourself back to your body, to the room you're in. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So let me know how that was, if anybody enjoyed that. I think the toning is something that's great that you can do at any point, at any time. It's so simple. It's really just about the intention you set with it. And we know that toning and chanting and singing and sound vibrations, if you've used gongs or sound bowls, it's all that same concept. You're using vibration to release, to heal. So yeah, you can do this throughout the day. Do it walking down the street. Nobody's out right now. Do it in your house, but just focus on that chakra, and if there's anything in particular you're wanting to heal, then allow yourself to do that. But yeah, it felt good to introduce that today with the heart, just to go ahead and get this energy starting to move. Morning, Nicola. Cool. So I'm going to talk us through our chakra for today, our energy center for today, and then we're going to get into the meditation. So when I think of the heart, for me, the heart is the bridge between heaven and earth. It's that, it's that unifier of our divine intuition and knowledge and awareness of, of who we are on an eternal sense and a divine sense, but also the human expression and the human form and, what we're here to do in this lifetime. So our heart center, and we know this, we've had studies that show how powerful the heart center is. And how when we're in our hearts, when we're in that space of gratitude and compassion and kindness and love, how that's healing for ourselves and for other people around us. It affects the energy field around us too. So now is the time for us to be in our hearts. We've got a world that's going through this massive roller coaster and people are scared. So now is the time for us to step up as healers and leaders and community members, and really be in our hearts. So when I work with people and looking at kind of issues around the heart, anytime there's barriers, there's walls built, anytime there's a closing off, it's stuff from the past. It's old fear and pain. It's old trauma, but it's all things from the past. So we are in the present moment. Our past never has to dictate anything about what we're going through, about our experiences. So we can learn and grow from our experiences in the past, but we never need to carry that with us in any emotional way. So when you do work that heals your heart, that opens your heart and gets you into that heart space, that brings us into the present, and it allows us to be present in the future as well. It opens that doorway to the future so that we can create. Um, and so when we're really in this present moment, seeing the future without being stuck in the past, that's when we're powerful creators, and that's when we bring heaven to earth. This is my big mission in life, is bringing heaven to earth. People are waiting for it or holding on, trying to figure out what to do. This is it. Um, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go into the heart area, and when we look at the chakra, a lot of what it connects with physically is obviously the physical heart, the lungs, and also kind of the upper back, upper chest, so anything kind of around here, and often shoulders too. Sometimes some of that goes into the throat too, but yeah, but we're kind of in this area here. So the emotions we tend to hold on to in that area are things like heartache and sadness and sorrow. The lungs can hold a lot of sorrow and grief, um, and regret. And any of those things, again, that's all the past. Anything you're regretting, anything you're grieving, it's all things from before. Um, so now is the opportunity to let go of those things so that we can be present and we can be real and authentic and we can be here. Um, so in the meditation, we are going to go back to the past so that we can heal old heartache, old sadness, if there's been kind of losses or breakups or, saying goodbye, things like that. You're going to have an opportunity to heal that. And then we're going to step into this energy of really opening your heart and allowing it to open. So that does require some vulnerability from you, which I know vulnerability is a word that can scare a lot of people and can trigger a lot for people, because we associate vulnerability with being taken advantage of, with being manipulated, with being hurt. But the reality is that vulnerability means that you're open to something new. It means you're open to change, you're open to connection, you're open to some risk, and you're willing to get out of your comfort zone. And that's where anything worthwhile happens, is outside of that. So if you're protecting yourself, if you're closing off, you're not really living. You're stuck in the past, repeating the same things from the past, and not allowing yourself to have new experiences or, yeah, things that it could enhance and grow your life. So we're going to take some time to really do some work to allow your heart to open, for you to settle into your heart and settle into that potential and possibility of being vulnerable in really happy, healthy ways, and focusing on, when your heart is open, the benefits of that for yourself and the people around you. So hopefully that all sounds good. Great. I'm just gonna check the comments real quick. Oh, Jan says you could do that for longer. Definitely good. Yeah. So do the toning. Definitely. Morning, Julie. Morning, Emily. Yes, I know Emily loves the toning. Um, it's good stuff, right? Oh, Lorraine, you're here. Hello. Louise could feel your heart vibrate. Perfect. You are definitely in the right place. So you know what you're doing. Lisa's got a sore right shoulder. Yeah. So sometimes what can happen with toning and healing is that if there's some resistance to it, then there can be a little bit of discomfort or soreness. So it may be today that you focus a little bit on that right shoulder, because that fits within kind of the heart chakra stuff for sure. Because when we look at giving and receiving love, the arms and the hands are a part of that too, energetically. So that may be where the resistance is for you. So you can just focus on that resolving and that healing as well. So hopefully that will help. Yeah, so I think that's us, and I think we're ready. See if you want a quick sip of water, if you want to get comfortable. I lost my water. Where did it go? Oh, yeah, here we go. Taking a few nice deep breaths. Just allow yourself to get really comfortable wherever you're sitting or you're lying. And make sure that you're warm enough so that your physical body can relax. It's easier to meditate. It's easier to allow yourself to go deep with stuff if your physical body is being taken care of. And heart stuff is all about nurturing yourself. So nourish and nurture and look after yourself right now. Yeah, let your body know that it's being supported. Right, so taking a couple nice deep breaths. And I want you to bring yourself deep into your heart, and deeper and deeper and deeper. So we're going to go beyond the parts of your heart that are bright and shiny, that are warm and welcoming. We'll come back to those. But for now, we're going to go into the depths. We're going to go into the bits of your heart that you may have closed off or hidden away or locked away and forgotten about. So as you're breathing deep and as you're navigating into these depths, I want you to know that you have the keys to opening, to unlocking these parts of your heart, and you have the gifts to heal it. So you can allow yourself to set the intention of surrender, of letting go of the past, and allowing yourself to be whole and healed. So allow yourself to go into those parts of your heart that feel heavy or stagnant or stuck, or locked away, forgotten about, purposefully. Allow yourself to connect with them, because when you connect with it and you recognize it, then it can heal. So all the time and energy you spent running away from these feelings, trying to suppress them, we're going to let that go. So breathe deep into those feelings. Breathe deep into the darkness. And as you breathe into that, see it lightening. So if you want to imagine lighting a candle, using a dimmer switch to turn up the light, we're going to start to bring some light and love into those areas, even if they've been neglected for a long time. And I want you to allow yourself to connect with the emotions that are there and identify those emotions. It may be a big mixture, but ask your heart about the emotions that are there. What are the feelings? Is it sadness? Is it sorrow? Is it grief? Connect with those feelings and breathe into them. The more you allow yourself to connect, the easier it is for them to change. So allow yourself to be immersed in the emotion and recognize you can still breathe in it. It's not going to overwhelm you. You're not going to drown. You're not going to be buried. You can still breathe there. And you can still move. So allow those emotions to start to shift and change. And connect with any pain or trauma that's there too in that heart chakra. It's from the past, and it's in the past. So as your lungs breathe in the present moment, feel that pain and trauma resolve and your energy come into the present moment. Allow yourself to go into your lungs. So your lungs and your heart work so closely together. We can often hold on to old regret there. And when we regret, we stay in the past and we stop ourselves from being present. We stop ourselves from breathing in life and vitality, which means we stop ourselves from living. So I want you to just see how much of you is in the past right now. How much of you is looking back, regretting? How much of you is second guessing? How much of you is doubting? Trying to rewrite something that's already happened? Trying to change something that's already been? So as we go through the next few moments, you're going to be able to recall some old memories. And I want you to deep breathe, full body breathe into all of this, so that whatever feels locked and stuck within you is unlocked, is resolved, and more of you comes into the present. So deep in your heart and your lungs, I want you to think about the painful things that you've said to others in your life that you regret saying. And you don't need to get caught in the story or the why or the justification. Just feel the pain and the sorrow from that and breathe into it, because it's already happened and you've already learned from it. So let that pain go. And think about the things that you've done that have created pain for others without judging it, without feeling ashamed. You can let all that go. Think about the things that you've done at your home with the family you have now or with the family you grew up with. This can be recent or old. Just allow yourself to connect with those memories and the energy within that. Things that you did at school or your school days with friends or people in your class. Anything you said or did that you regret. That evoked pain in them, within you. Now I want you to breathe love and kindness into those memories and into those parts of your body. Because you can learn from those experiences without having to carry the pain. And you can be more kind and compassionate towards yourself and others without needing pain to remind you. At any point, if you want to tone through any of this, feel free, or just continue to breathe. So now I want you to allow yourself to think about any perceived rejections in your life that you're holding in your heart or your lungs. Think about the breakups with partners. Whether it felt that you were rejecting them or they were rejecting you, whatever the pain is within that. And think about breaks in friendships. Friends you've fallen out with, relationships changed. Recognize those feelings of rejection or judgment. Anything in any past jobs where you were fired or let go or just didn't work out with the people there, the company, or where you quit, walked away. Anything that you felt has been rejected about you, or that you've rejected about yourself, I want you to breathe in that and feel that heal. Feel that old pain and rejection heal. Let's take a nice deep breath. And I want you to think about the goodbyes in your life. That could be moving house, moving city, moving country. What have you said goodbye to that you loved, that you appreciated, that you miss? The land, the communities. Think about the people that you said goodbye to over the years, for whatever reason. And about the people you've said goodbye to physically or not physically, because they've moved on from this lifetime, from this plane. So any heartache or suffering because of goodbyes, breathe deep into that. That may have felt like a death within you, but it's not. It's just a change. So any part of you that felt like it's died or stuck in that, breathe life back into it. Breathe life back into yourself and into the happy memories of those people or those places. You get to love and appreciate them without the grief. Okay. So if there's any last heartache, any last pain or trauma in your heart, in your lungs, your shoulders, arms, hands, your chest, your upper back, take a moment and connect with that. And as you breathe into it, as you see it and recognize it, allow it to change. And any part of your identity that's connected with pain, that's connected with suffering, that's connected with loss, allow that part of your identity to change too. You can make it who and what you want to be. And you can have those past experiences impact you in amazing, expansive, incredible ways, but without feeling that it's got to be pain that does that. And if there's any heaviness or discomfort in you that feels like it's still holding on, take a moment just to tone into that. Surrender to that process. You can chant, you can sing, you can hum, however you want to do it. But let that vibration support you. So deep, deep, deep within your heart, within that chakra. I want you to see light. You can imagine it any color you want it to be. I want you to see and feel that light getting brighter, brighter, and brighter. And feel the warmth of that light. And it's a deep, comforting warmth that goes through your body, through your bones, through every system. And it nourishes and it nurtures you. And it's always there, and it's always strong. So feel that energy field of your heart growing through your body and through your aura, your whole energy field. Now deepen that heart space, that part of you that understands love. Take a moment and allow yourself to feel what unconditional love really feels like. If there have been times in the past where it's felt like that's not present, like it was hard to connect with, I want you to breathe into that so that you know that that energy is there in you all the time. And that that love is unconditional. And that that love is there for you no matter what. No matter what your past has been. No matter what your present struggles are. No matter what you choose in the future. That feeling of being centered and loved and loving is constant. And you can amplify it now. Turn it up. Turn it up to the point where it feels almost too much, and then keep going. Allow your body to adjust. Your capacity for love is far beyond what you may know or what you may understand. So turn it up. Really feel it in your physical body too. Feel that warmth and presence of love in every cell. Turn it up. Keep breathing. Feel it brighter and stronger. And if it feels like it's too much, then feel your heart expand. There's room. And expand. And expand. And expand. As an infinite being, you have infinite capacity for love. So any part of you that's trying to limit it or hold on, surrender. Let go. It can never run out. So in the center, that is the bridge between the divine you and your human experience, I want you to open fully to that divine being that you are. That divine soul that is timeless and eternal. That is wise, kind, and full of grace. You expand your heart so that that energy is here now, every day, all the time. Expand your energy, expand yourself, and recognize that that energy is here. It is you, and that it is part of your human experience. And in that heart center of compassion and love, see and feel your greatest gifts now. What are your greatest qualities? The qualities and gifts that support you the most. Are you kind? Do you have a deep understanding of kindness? Are you generous? Do you give freely? Are you wise? Do you have wisdom beyond your years here? Are you compassionate? Do you really deeply love yourself and others? Are you peaceful? Are you that presence of peace in your world and with people around you? Are you gracious? Are you really kind and welcoming for others? Do you have vision? Are you forward thinking? Are you open minded? Are you vulnerable? Do you allow yourself to be open? Are you strong? Do you really allow yourself and your strength to be seen and honored and recognized? Do you really understand respect? What it is to respect yourself, respect others, respect the goodness in the world? Do you understand honor? Do you honor yourself? Do you honor those around you in the world too? Do you understand truth and being centered and calm and peaceful in that truth? Do you share that with others in ways that they can connect with it too? Are you that guide to truth? And are you honest? And I mean compassionate honesty. Honesty that people can heal from. Do you know and understand that? What are your gifts? What is great within you? What are the gifts beyond what I've listed? What are your strengths? Feel them in your heart. Know that you already are those things as a divine being and that you can live them here and now. You as a heart-centered being can be that bridge between heaven and earth. And as you express those gifts, as you live those qualities, I want you to think about how it can be shared and expressed with the people around you. So how do you want to share this with others? Through laughter, through fun, through play, through healing, through deep, authentic conversation and communication. How can you share these gifts with others? How can you express them so that you get to feel them and that they get to share with you too? So fill your heart with this. Feel that flow, that ability to share, to give and receive, to connect with all the goodness within you and with all the goodness that is within others. We're going to connect with each other now through the goodness, through the kindness, through the compassion, not the fear. That's in the past. With your energy expanded out, with your heart bright and brilliant and warm and comforting, filled with love, taking a few nice deep breaths. Feel that through your emotional and energetic bodies. Feel it in your physical body. Feel all that love in every part of you. Feel your body change with that love. Feel it shift. Feel your body heal. Feel your mind heal. Feel your spirit heal. Feel your ancestral lines heal. Feel the collective of humanity heal. Feel the planet heal too. Allow yourself to stay expanded and full and whole and complete through the rest of today and beyond. You are abundant in love and abundant in peace, abundant in joy. That's who and what you really are. And it's all there within you. So breathe deep into that knowing and understanding. Let's take a few nice deep breaths in. Still in that heart energy, that loving energy. And become more aware of the room, your body, any sounds around you, clothing against your skin, your heart beating, your breathing. And allow that wisdom and understanding to be part of the present moment throughout the day and into the future. Taking a couple nice deep breaths, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Have a stretch. If anybody wants to share any insights, any healing that came through, we would love to hear that. If anybody used the toning at any point and that was useful or helpful, that would be great to hear. Yeah, if any questions or anything come up, then please feel free. We've got a few minutes left. I'm so happy to go through anything that came up for people. Energy feels amazing today. Feels so good. Yeah, it's time for us to heal these old wounds. We're being supported. So my encouragement for you today would be, if you feel your heart starting to close off, if you feel yourself pulling away, if things are feeling overwhelming and you feel yourself shutting down, to breathe into that and set the intention that you still stay open. Because what's happening right now around the world is that people are shutting down and they're getting caught up in their own fears and only thinking about themselves. And that is not the way for us to get through this and work through all this right now. It's about us staying open. It's about us being open-hearted, open-minded, and really connecting with others as we're going through things. So when you feel yourself starting to close off, then set that intention to open up. Because when we open up and that heart energy comes through, it's strong, it's powerful. It can change situations. It can change the energy. So allow that to come through. Allow that heart energy to amplify and to heal. Jan, use the toning and feeling clear. Awesome. That was great. Liz, that was beautiful and healing. I'm so glad. I love doing this heart work. It really is. It just makes such a difference for people. It's so deep. Body was talking to me lots in places there, shifted stuff. Yeah, thank you too, Allison. I'm so glad to hear. Yeah, it's time. It's really Jan. Chrissy really felt stuff shift there. Oh, listen, to heaven on earth. It's time, isn't it? Let's do it. Come on, this is my movement here. It's heaven on earth. Right, let's do this. Use the toning. Really amazing release, transform and letting go. Yeah, the sound is incredible. It's amazing how it works. Caroline, very emotional, amazing, good. Yeah, so that's okay. And again, the stuff we went into is some really deep old stuff. So if emotions came up, great. That means that you're shifting and letting. Lorraine, very emotional. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Emily, amazing. Use the toning at times. Feel my whole body is my heart glowing. Awesome. Thank you too, Emily. That's perfect. Yeah, that's good stuff. And I found it quite emotional, struggled to get away from that. So this is what I was saying about it's not getting away from it, it's going into it. I think I was saying this last night. The only way through, it's like the only way out is through. I think that's the saying. And if we're struggling to get away, then it doesn't heal. So it's the going in that allows it to heal. So if the emotions are there, just spend some more time with it. Do some more toning, do some more bringing in some love, whatever works for you. But just allow yourself to sit with it and allow it to change. If you keep running away from it, then it keeps just coming up. So even if you feel like it'd be good to re-listen to this at another point and go through it again, then absolutely do that. So you may have just needed a little bit longer to go through some of that stuff because we did about 40 minutes there. So if you just feel like you need longer to do that, then absolutely, that's tingling all over. I love it. Jason allowed old stuff to come up. Lots coming up. Toning a few times. Good. Love this morning. Me too. That was really fun. Mags, thank you. I'm enjoying test. Louise spent the time crying. Yeah, that's great though. That's amazing. And again, when the emotional stuff is up, if you just allow yourself to cry or to even just be uncomfortable with it, but still go with it, then that's amazing. That takes courage. So, yeah, keep sticking with it. And again, if anybody feels like you want to rewatch them, do it. Yeah, Hillary's got a sore right shoulder, a couple months. Yeah. So again, this is a good time to kind of go through that heart stuff and see what you're holding on to. Lots of sadness. Yeah, absolutely. Beth, use the toning and soft flowers grow heart chakra. I love that. That's amazing. Barbara, throat feels better. Good. I'm glad. So yeah, do some more toning. That definitely makes sense. Oh, thank you, Caroline. Do you know, it really felt I really felt guided to offer these, and they feel so aligned for me right now. So I'm really happy to do these. I love these morning meditations. So thank you for joining me, because actually the collective energy, you guys will be connecting with each other too, and that amplifies the healing and all that. So yeah, so you guys are doing that for each other too. It's wonderful. I'm looking forward to throat. Yeah, tomorrow. Thank you, Allison. Please share. Yeah, if you think anybody would benefit, then that would be great. Beta, amazing, great. Don't remember having any such reactions in the body. Yeah, lots of love to you too. Yeah, it's time. We really are time. So very briefly, astrologically, we've got the Sun and Chiron together. Chiron is this wounded healer, which means that the wounds are being shown right now, but then we've also got the capacity to heal them. So big stuff is coming up for people, but we've got the tools and the resources to really heal this stuff. So if big stuff is coming up, I'm not at all surprised, but we've got the tools and everything. It's a very powerful, really supported while the body going through shivering. Yeah, that can definitely happen sometimes. Sometimes people's bodies kind of shiver and shake as they're releasing stuff. They're feeling peaceful. Um, resistance, yeah, that is okay, because again, we're going into really deep stuff, and that brings up that feeling of vulnerability for people. So if there was some resistance, that's absolutely fine. That's natural and normal in healing stuff. So but yeah, I'm glad you stuck with it, Lisa. Keep doing it. um, Thank you. Powerful and emotional. Enjoyed the toning too. Good to know. Thank you, Sarah. um, yeah, Allison with the resistance. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome. Fran wanted to run away from those feelings. Yeah, and that's what we do. We do that to try to protect ourselves. But as long as we run away, then we don't deal with them. We don't actually heal them. Yeah, and listen to it when the kids aren't around. That's a good idea. Hello, Michelle. Came late. That's okay. Yeah, so rewatch it definitely. But thank you for joining us, even if you're late. Not a problem. Thank you, Julie. Right. Well, I think that's it for us. Unless there's any questions or comments. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for sharing the feedback, and yeah, and for playing along, and yeah, playing through the toning and stuff as well. I've really loved this. It's been a great day. So tomorrow we are focusing on the throat, and you know, the idea of kind of true expression, and yeah, being able to release any things around that are getting in the way. So I'm with that. Thank you, Nicola. Wonderful today. Stay open, stay heart-centered. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again.